Mostly the alligators and caimans we've had, and also very large snakes, scorpions, spiders.
But never has the Palmyra Police Department ever gotten a call about a kangaroo. That is until Tuesday afternoon.
Officers received a call to check the area of Leach Avenue for a report of kangaroos loose in the area.
Chief Eddie Bogue says the call originally came from a juvenile who'd only heard of the sighting. But Bogue knew of an exotic animal show taking place in Macon this week, so he figured it was worth a check to see if any kangaroos were on the list.
There's giraffes going to be there, zebras, all different kinds of deer and African hoofed animals. So that brought in a possibility, but I checked and there's no kangaroos on the list.
A group of police officers along with the Marion County Sheriff's Department took a ride around the area scouting out the possibilities. And so too did area residents.
My husband came to the door and says, "Now let me know if you see any kangaroos jumping around." And I kind of laughed and I looked at him, I said, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." And so I said, "Now why would kangaroos be around in Palmyra?" I went inside and I said, "What's going on?" He says, "Well, I saw on the news that, there's 2 kangaroos that might possibly be loose."
Shortly after the initial call came in, another from a city employee called to say 4 deer had just been spotted on a nearby block. And while deer sightings are somewhat rare this deep into town, Chief Bogue says he's more likely to think someone mistakenly spotted a deer for a kangaroo.
You could say they're both brown. I do know that. And it could be on a glimpse of a deer jumping, and the deer were probably moving pretty fast due to being in town and out of their element.
But Chief Bogue has yet to rule out the kangaroos.
Being in this job for this long, I do believe in anything until proven otherwise.
If you happen to see one hopping around, you're asked to call the police department.
I'd probably think I was hallucinating, looking, and then I'd probably run in going, "There's a kangaroo in the yard."
Brooke Hash, KHQA News, Palmyra, Missouri.